Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Go. 180. Flag. Topper.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more there.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Sunday. This 5-7. Here we go.
On 1st down, Wentz. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back 1st downs.
Rush in. Sunday. Jam. Kill.
Wentz now on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
218, chopper. Get wide.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Here. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Mike 50. Now watch run.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Undercrush. Watch twitch. Down and man inside. Great.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now off races down the right side. And touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that stings.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Fournette, a first down carry. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 50-yard line.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
We got trips over here. Trips over here.
On play action, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
In front, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Come to Echo.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big...
Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Check 26, check 26. Kill.
Fournette running out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Throwing is Wentz. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up in an offset eye. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check hot route. Hot. Check. Cross. Kill. Deuce. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 36, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I'm letting you know right now. Let's fight two. Kill.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Check.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Go. Waiting. Tyson. Hey, Ford, don't kill.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it again with Fournette.
second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run with Fournette, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This is caught. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Great stone, travel. Great. I'm bringing it to you. Switch. Bang, bang.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Here's Fournette. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Flushed out right. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
58 to Mike. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 58, boys, 58.
On 4th down, Love. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go, back man. 180. Please. Watch out.
Now Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fournette, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Run. No. Off. Out. No. Show it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Bunch. Under coach. Hey, empty. Under 10. Check 30.
This is Fournette. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 4th down, Love. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.